With the release of Mythical Island themed booster pack, there are new cosmetics, new items, new dex missions, new deck missions, new theme collection missions, new secret missions and rewards, as well as battle tasks from solo battles. I'm going to try and cover all of that in this video. Welcome back to another TCG Pocket video, it's Brovinnie here. First things first, go check out the shop and see what new items have dropped. With your exchange tickets that you can get every day, you can now exchange for a new backdrop. But this natural foliage backdrop is only available for 43 days. Unlike previous items which are unlimited. So if you're a collector and try to complete everything, don't forget to exchange for this first. And it'll cost you 50 exchange tickets to get this one. Under emblems, you can get the Mew emblem for 100 of these green tickets. You will get them pretty passively just by opening Mythical Island packs because you'll be completing these missions which just require you to complete a certain number of cards in your decks. So here, I've just recently completed them. I've got about 50 of these emblems already. That was all obtained under Dex missions. The other 50 emblem tickets you can get are from the themed collections. So click into themed collections and complete these missions. In total, there will be 50 here. If you add them all up, now some of them you actually have to click into the mission itself. For example, this catching bugs one doesn't display the emblem ticket out here. You have to click into it and you'll see the emblem tickets. And along the way, you'll also obtain a number of these new covers by doing these theme collections, which I do recommend you changing into, because if you go to community showcases, that's what they're displaying. All the showcases are just the new cosmetics. So using these new covers hopefully will give you more shop tickets from random likes. And also just generally boost your like count. Not that likes actually do anything, but if you're farming for likes, it's a good idea to change. Here's another one called Scorching Wilderness. And I think some of these look really good. I'm a big fan of theme collections because they often tell a story. For example, this cover actually is just the artwork of all 4 Pokemon joined together if you look at the cards that make up that artwork. So spend a little bit of time looking at those theme collections. I think it's worthwhile. There's one that even gives you this Mew coin, this card sleeve, cover, and playmat. If you collect 3 of the Mew cards, you'll get this Mew icon, and if you collect 3 blue, you'll get this blue icon, which you can use on your profile. But just like Genetic Apex, there are some missions that you cannot see. In fact, there are 4 themed collections secret missions, and 1 secret dex mission. To see what the secret missions are, their rewards and the requirements, once again, we're going to use the Raininix website. The first time I made a secret mission video, the Raininix website was the most accurate. They actually got the Dex mission correct and the theme collections missions correct, and even had the most accurate requirements in place, knowing exactly which cards count towards the missions. It took a few hours for the data mine to complete, but now it's all in the website. You can check under missions and then clicking permanent, because Genetic Apex and Mythical Island missions, they're all permanent missions. And since we already have covered all of the regular missions, I'm not going to go through them again, but I just want to show you guys how to use this website. You can expand these missions and see what's required for each of the tasks and what rewards you get. The deck missions are the ones where you collect either just a highlight card and get a rental deck, or collect every card in that set and get the entire deck. So because I collected the Immersive Art, I'm given the rental deck, so that's what this icon is, which you can see here. I've got the Celebi EX, but I haven't got any of the other cards. Once I've collected every other card, then I'll get the actual theme deck. The theme deck has this icon. What we're interested in regarding the secret missions are under themed collections or dex missions. So we can expand theme collections, and they're in purple. The 4 theme collection secret missions are Mythical Island Museum 1, 2, Mew EX Museum, Mythical Island Tale of Adventure, and then there's one hidden away in Dex missions, where if you complete the entire non-rare card list, you'll get this reward. That is the Mythical Island Mew icon, which you can use on your profile. If you scroll further down, you'll go back to the Genetic Apex ones, including the one where you complete the Kanto decks to get the Immersive Mew. Unfortunately, there's no such a mission for the Mythical Island. Maybe it's because Mythical Island is more of an extension of Genetic Apex, being an A1A booster. So if you were expecting another crazy mission like this one to give you a nice immersive card, well, that's not happening for Mythical Island. I must also add, any Pokemon cards that you collect that are from the Kanto region from the Mythical Island set don't count towards the Kanto Pokedex from Genetic Apex mission. So if you're missing a Golem from Genetic Apex and you pull a Golem from Mythical Island, you're not going to get Mew that way. This was personally verified by Banana Tanks, who by the way is updating that beautiful spreadsheet that tells you which cards you're missing and which cards you have, and also how far along the Mew mission you are. Okay, let's go back to the 5 secret missions of Mythical Island. I'm going to actually select secret missions only so that I don't look at everything else. The secret dex mission is to collect 68 cards from the card decks. And the 68 cards are basically, if you turn on this button here, all the non-rare cards up to Leaf. You don't need any of the rare cards to complete this first dex mission. With a smaller pool of cards, this should be easier to complete than the Genetic Apex equivalent. But I'd like to show you a little quirk of the website, which is very useful. If you click into this button here, it will tell you which cards are needed in order to complete this mission to get this icon. And it's very important that you understand you must have the non-rare version. So for example, you may have Immersive Celebi, but that does not count towards this mission. You need to have the 4 Diamond Celebi to complete this mission. This is why it says exact down here. You must have exactly this card in order to complete this mission, and everything else as well. In fact, there's not a single card here that doesn't say exact, because that's what the game requires. You need every single card listed here and not their alternatives. That's in contrast to the complete the Kanto Dex mission, which we've covered before, where you can see multiple eligible, meaning if you click on this, you can see that regular Bulbasaur and 1-star Bulbasaur can both be used to complete this mission. You just need at least one of them. Similarly, Venusaur, you can use any of the 3 Venusaur arts and it will count. Additionally, you will see that promo cards aren't listed here. So we do have a promo Venusaur now, but that does not count towards the Mew mission. Since the game is not very clear on the exact requirements, it's best you check with this website to know what is eligible for completing that mission. As for the other 4 secret missions, you will obtain numerous Pack Hourglass and Wonder Hourglass rewards and shop tickets. The first one is Mythical Island Museum 1, which basically requires you to collect all 6 of the 1-star card in this set. By the way, it's going to be easier to do this than it was for Genetic Apex because there were more 1-star cards. Mythical Island Museum 2 requires just 2 cards, but they are the Rainbow Rare Mew and the Rainbow Rare Aerodactyl, both of which are pretty rare by comparison. And there are 10 2-star cards in this set, meaning the chance of you landing any one of these is about the same as you landing it in Genetic Apex. We'll be covering offering rates in another video. The best way to get these? God Pack hosting or 2-star pack hosting? Come join us on Discord. I have made another video explaining how to get these via Wonderpix. The third secret mission is Mew EX Museum, which is basically collect all of the Mew cards, including the Crown Rare, not including the regular Mew. So all of these are Mew EX cards. It must be this one, this one, this one, and the Crown Rare in order to complete this mission, marking it the very first time we need a Crown Rare for a mission. And lastly, probably the most exciting of all the missions is the Mythical Island Tale of Adventure, where you get the Celebi emblem. To get the Celebi emblem, you must have the Budding Expeditioner, not the full art, the regular art. You also need the Mythical Slab, Mew EX, and Celebi EX. And it must be these 4 exact cards. There are no variations that I'm aware of where you can complete this secret mission. You must use Rainbow Mew and Immersive Celebi. The other 2 are pretty common, so you should have no trouble there. And finally, let's cover the new solo battles. So what I'm talking about is if you click battles, solo, Beginner and intermediate modes didn't change, but advanced and expert solo battles, they have new battles and battle tasks where you can earn more rewards. Click into these, and this is the genetic Apex version. But what you can do is click expansion and click on Mythical Island, and you'll see some new battle tasks that you can try and complete to get these rewards. There's first time rewards, and then there's battle task rewards for more shop tickets. There's a lot of shop tickets here if you complete all of the battle tasks, and you can only unlock each opponent deck as you complete the one before. Since I haven't done it, let me show you where you can find this information. Over at Cerebi.net, if you scroll to the bottom under Mythical Island, past all the cards, past the theme collection, past the emblems, you will find solo battle, advanced battles, and expert battles. Now, expert is currently empty as I'm making this video. All the data miners are working very hard at this very moment, so things are taking time to update. I will just show you the advanced stuff. You can check out the expert yourself. So this is expert, it's currently empty. And this is advanced. Every time you beat a deck, you get these rewards: some hourglass, shine dust, a bit of shop ticket, and some EXP. You can see the deck list that you're up against. So the Celebi EX deck uses Superior, Morlal, Executor, and Delmise. And then you can see the battle tasks here on how you can get these extra shop tickets. Most of these battle tasks are quite similar to previous ones, just use decks that can beat your opponent really well, so that they either don't get any points, or you beat them within 14 turns, or you beat them with a huge damage attack. This battle task requires you to use fire type Pokemon to defeat the opponent who are grass types, but usually this battle task becomes a bit harder when you get into expert mode, because in expert mode it would be the reverse. For example, this Venusaur EX deck in expert mode for Mythical Island requires you to use fighting type Pokemon only up against a grass type, so quite often you'll be weak against the opponent. But I guess that's why it's expert mode. There'll be a Volcarona deck that uses Blaine and Ninetales and the new Rapidash, which can be quite a dangerous opponent. Similarly, 20 shop tickets in the battle tasks. There'll be a Gyarados EX deck, showcasing again a number of new cards from the Mythical Island set, a Raichu and Lieutenant Surge deck, a Mew EX deck, an Aerodactyl EX deck, a Golem and Brock EX deck, and a Blue and Pidgeot EX deck, all giving you fairly similar rewards from the battle tasks. I hope you guys enjoyed this new set and all the rewards it has to offer. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. In the next video, we're going to be looking at the Mythical Island offering rates.